What's up, Arizona? Happiness is a choice. Thank you so much for choosing us. Welcome to another edition of Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. I don't know how many episodes this is, Chili. How many we got? How many we do these? How
I,
many of
I, I,
these we
re-
do?
I really
This
think this
six?
is like five or six. Yeah,
I think it's
there's like
six.
there's got to be six. So
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, man, to do this with you every week, talking some high school football, Arizona sports. We're a little different this week. Things are happening this week. It's a busy week.
yeah,
Got some things going on in life.
yeah.
Got Sons
Life,
Media
life,
Day
life is
coming.
lifing. Life is lifing for my guy
It
Cam.
is lifing. It's
My
lifing.
guy's growing up,
Yeah.
and it's
Anybody
just
got a couch they want to get rid of? Let me know. All right. I'll take it off your hands. We
oh
got
man, I love that.
Media Day coming up. We got Cardinals play at home Thursday. We got ASU playing at home Friday. By the way, this should never be a college game on a Friday, just my opinion.
I agree, but that's
Yeah.
everywhere now.
I
That's
know
like
it's
a
dumb. It's
thing.
dumb. Like Thursday, don't give me a weekly college game. I don't want to hear it.
Facts,
I don't
facts.
want
I
to
hear
hear it.
you.
I don't want
I
to
hear
hear
you.
it. So leave Friday nights for the high schools. Okay. So we got Friday nights, of course, high school football. D-backs in a playoff chase too as well. Friday there'll be a Mercury home playoff game, game three, that
Sheesh.
series with the Lynx. And then Chile, by the way, got his shoe clip. Chile, what you all got back there, man? I don't know if I've ever seen all this stuff.
This is most of my shoes. This ain't all the heat, but these are most of like my beaters and stuff. The kids will understand. The
Okay.
ones that all know and watch, but like I got some of my high end stuff, like
Uh,
some of my Bapes and things like that.
oh,
And
those are black Air Force Ones.
no, they're
Oh,
it's this brand called Bape. Some of my
okay, yeah.
Jordans, some
Oh, those
Rebellionaires and things like that. But
gotcha. I have
um,
no clue what you might as well be speaking Spanish
we
or
live in
French.
Cal we live from California from the crib in California, but like I got my Trenton Bourget
Oh,
jersey.
Trent Bourget jersey. Look
You
at
know.
that.
Something
Rep.
simple. I'm gonna hang that up, get it autographed and hang it up. So,
There we
you know,
go.
pay homage, show love,
There we go. Well, Chili, it's an impressive collection back there. Let me
you know.
now I know where to go if I ever need if you need some shoes out there, ladies and gentlemen. Chili got you covered. Just hit him up on social media. Be like, Chili, I need some shoes. I got a wedding to go to. Lend me a right. Would you
Sheesh.
lend somebody a pair? No?
I mean, whoever wears a 10 and a half, I guess, I might have something available for the people, I might have something that I can, slide to the homies, but
Yeah,
you don't wear a 10 and a half though. You wear
I
like
do
a
not.
12.
Out of 13. Yeah.
Something like that. See,
Yeah.
so I know I try to pay attention, but look, man, I'm just trying to keep it fresh, and trying to make sure that I have a pair of shoes to wear to a game on a Friday night or Thursday
There,
night
there
or
we go.
maybe.
Speaking of Friday nights, Chili, what'd you make of last week, Arizona high school football?
Look, there was a lot of activity last week, and we kind of started getting into it with a lot of the transfer situations. The AIA has decided to come up with a new ruling that they are going to enforce with these transfers. If they did not transfer in by Thursday, they will not be eligible to play this season. They will have to sit a full season. So there was a
I thought
lot
that was
going on.
fair. I think that's fair.
Look, I mean, I know some of these kids from California seeking asylum and trying to figure out, where they can play ball at, and some of them got in, and some of them didn't make the cut, right? In terms of timing, but I think that the AIA, Dr. Dean, he's a very fair person, and he's really about the kids, and I think having an executive director in that, somebody in that position that is gonna make the kids and their situation a priority. I think that that's really
Yeah.
important. Because this isn't about the media folks, the analysts, myself, yourself. This isn't about the parents. This isn't about the coaches. All those people can move around and do their thing as they please, but these kids, they really only have 4 years to chase a dream, right? So, if you're really about supporting these kids, like, listen, as long as they work within the parameters, right? I know that there's a lot of things that have been said, and being out here in California with the whole CIF and stuff like that, I've heard a bunch of things, with the home locations and some of that stuff being in question. Listen, now that they're in Arizona, as long as that stuff's not in question and they're playing ball by the rules, like, hey, it's all good. Then come to Arizona and make this thing work. So. I'm excited to see what they're able to bring to Mesa High, because you know what, Coach Hathcock, Mesa High, they've never really had something like this happen. So the AD over there, Coach Kleka, Coach Hathcock, I think that this is going to be exciting for them to see how they juggle this.
Yeah.
This is new territory for them, because everywhere that Hathcock has been, Desert Ridge, Blue Ridge, Verado. Nothing ever like this happened. He never got these marquee transfers. So it'll be good. And last week on my show, Chili's Two Piece, I did get to talk with Joe Haney, the super talented linebacker, tight end athlete from Mesa, and he says he loves it. He loves the level of competition that these kids are bringing to practice. He's trying to get to know them well and be a good teammate and be a good community guy for them to lean on because these kids are all coming from a different place. And you know what? There's going to be some rejection and some pushback, and they're going to have to deal with hearing some of these adults talk ridiculous about like they shouldn't be here. And you know, somebody like Haney, I think being a peer ambassador for them, I think that is so big of him. So you know, I'm just excited to see where this goes. I think they will be eligible possibly this week, if not this week, then next week, as long as everything checks out.
Yeah, Chili,
But they're
but my thing with that, I thought the AI did a good job of tightening some of those rules for out of state kids, transferring in like that. I think you got to have some laws and rules just to follow with things like that. I think if things happen that are proven to be correct in other states, that probably might follow you with you to another state. But those things all got to get worked out. But then if you're about the kids, you figure out ways to get them into a new system. Maybe a new environment helps, a new culture helps, a new coach helps. We all know Coach Hathcock for a long time, so it's good to see at least they land in a spot where we know coaching wise, character wise, like they're going to get that from the leader there. And so
hey,
I did like what the AI did, and I thought it'd be beneficial moving forward to kind of set some
hey,
rules like that.
Hey, Cam, I'm not sure what game you were able to make it out to or what game the Chopper was on top of, but that Brophy Hamilton game, listen, I know that the score was a little lopsided, but to see our guy, the first guest we ever had, Devin Fitzgerald, go absolutely bonkers, I just thought that was cool to see. I thought that was cool to see. What he had like 234 yards and like three touchdowns or something like that. The kid went absolutely crazy. Seeing Fitz go wild like that was just cool. I know Roy
Yeah.
Oliver did his thing. So I don't know which game you got to catch, but it was that one of them that you talked
Yeah,
about?
that was one of them. I didn't watch it live. I watched it
Okay.
when the highlights started to roll in.
And
My
there was a
jaw
lot of
about
them.
my jaw about hit the floor when you see 70-33. I texted Coach Dixon and was like all capital letters. You guys scored how many points? Couldn't believe it. Hamilton, man, he's kept their foot on the gas the whole game, just so we're clear, like the whole game, and they've kind of done that all year long.
Yeah,
To be fair, like Jax, the quarterback, that man could throw it as a
Gully.
sophomore. Roy, the sophomore receiver, can run. Like he's probably, in my eyes, one of the top receivers in the state, Roy Oliver. And then his brother, baby Oliver,
Roman.
Roman Oliver, great name. Like he can go too as well. And so like Hamilton's got these young guys that just powered his team, which is I would assume surprising for most people out there, probably for other teams too as well, that these young kids drive that program. But they're playing like old school Hamilton. Like they're coming out and they're not letting off the pedal by any means. Coach Dixon was around when Hamilton used to do that to teams, so they're definitely starting to go once again. You mentioned Devin Fitzgerald, like he's definitely on our all fever team watch with the way he's playing, and he still hadn't got his tag team partner yet, Dalen Sharper, back out there with him. So it'll be cool to see when those two guys get back out there for Brophy, what the Broncos are going to do. Broncos are too talented. Like they'll be fine as the season goes along. But Fitz, just so you know, his numbers, Chili, 13 catches, 221, both career highs,
Crazy.
221 yards, just so we're clear on that. And he tied a career high with 3 touchdowns. Yes, in a 70-33 loss, but man, that's pretty good.
And he's doing all he can. Hey, one more game that I want to talk to you about, one more team that I want to talk to you about before we get into our first guest.
Yeah.
Um, I want to know your feelings on this Holmes team and what Coach Hoagland's been able to do over there. They have not only have they not been beaten, they have not been scored upon. They win a game in the most in the craziest way possible. They win a game 2-0 last week, from what I was told. Combs beat Paradise Honors, and Coach Seacock over there at Paradise Honors really trying to get things going. Man, what do you think about this Combs team and what they've been able to do so far?
So I about fell over. One when I saw 2-0, I was like calling around trying to figure out if it was correct. Because sometimes, like with the games happen or they don't happen, you see like forfeit, it's 1-0. I was like, I don't think that's correct. Like you just didn't know what to make of it. You know what I mean? And then you start Combs posted about it. Then you start seeing some of the parents comment, and then you start seeing some of the kids tweet. Like it's just cool to see. 4-0. I don't. I'd have to look it up, but I'm not sure the last time Combs started a season 4-0. But look at these. Look at these scores here, Chili. 56-0, 52-0, 50-0, 2-0 over an always tough Paradise Honors team. They got Maryville this week and then Arcadia right after that. Arcadia, by the way, 4-0 once again to start the year. Like to me, it's just impressive. Combs is way out there, way
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like we know, so they don't get the coverage probably they always deserve. But as I was filling out the schedule this week, it's one of those games I was like, man, we got to get out to Combs. Got to
yeah.
get
They
out
got
to
it.
Combs. They've earned it. They deserved it. There's some other teams like that too as well, Chile, like Sierra Linda, undefeated on the year. It's been great to see kind of what they're doing too as well. I mentioned Arcadia. Horizon's another one of those teams. Pinnacle's another one of those teams. They had a big win this past week over Higley. And so, I mean, there's just these really good stories happening right now in Arizona high school football. And some of these programs that just haven't had some of the success here recently are off to that start. And it's just always credit to the coaches, the administration, and the kids. Like it just gives us some really cool storylines here earlier in the year.
Hey, I know we got our guests. We got our guests both in the lobby.
They're in the lobby.
All right, all right.
Are
Well,
you running traffic? Giving the
yeah,
Chili
yeah,
giving the
yeah, yeah,
signals
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Run
Hey,
it,
look,
run it.
man. Hey, it's time to turn this over to one of our guests. We're going to bring on one of our guests,
Yep.
super talented dual threat quarterback, one of the top 2026 quarterbacks that I have seen in the country. And I've been all around and I've seen a lot of kids at
Yeah.
camps and things like that. Donovan Dixon from Cactus Shadows, the NAU commit. Hey, my man is an absolute monster. Once he gets his feet going, once he gets that arm going, it is problems. Donovan, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. What's up with you guys?
We
Oh,
just chill.
just hanging
We're
out.
trying to pick out what shoe you want. Donovan back there. Like you want to put in an order? I was looking back there. I'm like, man, which one do I want?
Hey, it's always funeral season when it's business, always business with Donovan. I know that he would flex these black on
Yeah,
black babes.
I would. I
You
would.
would,
I
Hey,
Donovan.
would.
you know
Well,
the deal.
he knows the deal. There we go.
Yeah.
Donovan, first of all, it's good to talk to you, buddy. Thanks for making some time with us.
Yes, sir. Of course.
What's it been like to lead this Cactus Shadows team and to kind of do what you guys have done the past couple of years?
Yeah.
I'll say from afar, man, it is like I always like checking your score because I always like to
Right.
see what you guys do every Friday night and your dad too
Right.
as well. It's just seems like things are just different up there
Right.
since you guys kind of arrived. You feel the same way?
100%. I feel the same way. The first 2 years we were 4-6, and then last year we went 7-5, and I feel like we'll have an even better record this year. But building this with him has been something that's been, I guess you could say, like a dream of mine
Sure.
since my freshman year. We've had long talks about bringing the culture and bringing the culture back to Cactus Shadows and bringing it up and amplifying it. And that's something me and him have always talked about is take the culture and amplify it. So yeah.
Yeah. And I know this year didn't start the way you did, a tough loss to
Yeah.
Desert Edge to start, and then ALA Gilbert North. Both those games, though, I mean, phenomenal games. You guys have kind of picked it up these
Right.
last couple of weeks. What's changed? What did you learn those first weeks that kind of
Mhm.
helped you battle test it and be where you're at now?
I would say the things that helped us was I feel like those losses did help us a lot. I feel like it put everybody's egos in check and made everybody go back in line and started to play real football instead of just trying to be our own people. So I feel like it brought us together as a team mostly, and I feel like everybody's egos are out the way, and I feel like nobody can stop us now. So
Yeah, I have to do that with Chili like once a week. I just got to
right,
call him up, be like, "Hey, man, like you're so loud, like
right,
calm it down, right?
Oh, calm down, son.
You can hear Chili from the 101 sometimes. You know what I mean? Oh, there he
Man,
goes. Chili got something to say again.
hey, Don. Cam is the teammate that be talking when you're not in the room with him because
right,
when we in the same room, he never be talking like this to
What do
right.
me.
you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I'm just as loud as I will admit, Donovan. I'm just as loud as Chili. I'm just as loud as Chili.
Oh man,
I'm
I
just
love Cam.
I'm
Hey,
just as loud.
Don. Cam, one of those teammates, you know that you love, but
Right,
be trying to get you when you're not around.
right.
We
And
gonna
then
get him. We gonna get him. We gonna
but
get him.
but hey, Don, listen, you see two playoff teams like out the gates. But this is what you wanted. I mean, you've talked about
Right.
this a million times. Like you wanted to see the toughest teams right away, so you knew what it looked like. Now
Right.
that you know what it looks like, how are you guys moving forward to change things? Are you guys switching up game plans week to week to try to figure out how you can get those situations right versus Desert Edge and ALA Gilbert North when you see them in the playoffs?
I feel like we're definitely changing our game plans, different week to week. I feel like in those 2 games, I feel like a lot of things. I feel like personally, I could have done a lot of things that would have changed the outcome of the game, as well as just I feel like I could have been just an all around better leader in those games, which could have helped us win those games. But yeah, we're definitely changing our game plan from week to week. Like I'm not gonna run every week. I'm not gonna throw every week. So whatever we need to do to win is something that I will definitely do. I don't have a problem with getting 5 passing yards and running because
Sure.
as long as we win, it doesn't matter. So,
Donovan, you have a favorite high school moment yet so far? Just a
I'll
play that
so
sticks out. I mean, I could pull up a few, but like, I mean, there
I
are
would
some plays that just leave me like, I
right,
don't know how you look like Kyler sometimes out there throwing and
The
running, or
facts.
Lamar, or like
Facts.
somebody. I mean,
right,
you some of the Demond. I mean, all you. I
right.
mean, look. Sometimes you just make some unbelievable plays. Anything? Some of your favorites that stand out?
I wouldn't really say any plays, but the my most favorite moment was beating Notre Dame last year. It was the first time that we beat them in 10 years,
Yeah.
and it's a big rivalry game now. So that's something that really is cherished in my heart.
I don't know if you noticed, but we'll be there October 17th.
You
Oof.
got to be there. It's
Friday Night Fever.
Hey.
the
Lena
homecoming game.
Washington will be out there. We'll be
The
out there
homecoming game. You got to be
all
there.
game long.
Yes,
Chili,
sir.
you
Hey,
coming?
hey, I might have
Okay.
to now. Hey, Donovan, I know Cam just brought up all these local quarterbacks. I know you're trying to be the first Donovan Dixon, but
Mhm.
is there a part of those guys' game that you look at when you're looking at like their film or the things that they're doing that you're like, ooh, I like the way he does that. I want to add that to my repertoire.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every week I'm looking at Washington football. So I'm always watching Demond. I'm always watching Tommy Castellanos. Like I'm watching these guys around my age to see what they're doing to see if I can do it at my age. So
What are
I'm
those things? What are some of those things? What are some of those things that you take from them?
I feel like the biggest thing I take from Damon is just having the confidence to make every throw. There's a lot. He's a winner, and that's something you can't deny at all. So,
I
and
love
that
that.
with winning, it comes. You have to have a lot of confidence in yourself, no matter interceptions, bad plays, all this. That you have to have confidence, and I've never seen Damon's confidence waver in the 5, 6 years I've been watching him now. So,
Yeah. All
Hey,
right.
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Donovan, is and I've talked to you about this before off to the side.
mm,
Um, I've had those conversations with Damon where he's told me, hey, if my team needs it, I want to do it. Things like, do I go in and play some corner or get in
right,
on defense or should I make the switch on this play to running back or do some hybrid stuff
right,
on offense? You've actually done those things in like 7 situations on
mm.
the field where you're willing to go out there, play some defensive back, clamp somebody up, and
When
let
did
them know, like,
when did
oh,
this happen?
Donovan's done
I
this
played
stuff.
defense against Desert Edge week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Donovan, not that Damon can't. I'm not trying to throw shade on Damon. Nobody
No.
loves Damon more than me.
Yeah, no,
But
no.
Donovan actually has done that stuff where I don't know if you go to coach and say, hey, I'm ready. Put me in now. I want to
right.
make this play. But like Donovan, like you've done some amazing things on that field. So when I hear you say like, you want to be that ultimate winner like Damon, you have so many of those traits already in you. And I hope you realize that.
Right. I appreciate it.
Listen, hey, I didn't know quarterbacks played defense. So
Oh,
It
I,
this
was
one
I
can
it wasn't the whole game. It was just
no.
like critical moments.
Hey,
Yeah,
situational.
that's when you tweet that play out. I got to see that. You just don't hear
yeah,
about that. The mom will get chatter on this. Did you see NAU's Hail Mary over the weekend?
I did.
Sheesh.
My
Yeah,
Seth
what
Curry. That's my dog.
Cesar Chavez, what'd you think?
That was actually insane. I was going crazy in my house.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a
I
great
was
play.
going, I was
Hey,
going crazy.
There we go.
Hey, Donovan's gonna go up there and turn that thing around with Coach Wright. Like it's already turned around, but like he's gonna take this thing to the next level. And I'm so excited to see what Donovan does up there in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Super unique situation before we actually let Donovan go because he doesn't beat his chest enough about this stuff. Donovan probably could have been a P4 player and taken a chance on one of these P4 rosters. He opted to roll the dice on himself and do the Devin Dampier type thing, go to NAU, compete to start immediately, and then move on and move up. So
Yeah.
Donovan, like betting on yourself, like you're going to go a long way doing that.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck at NAU, buddy. Good luck the rest of the year. I know for
Let's see.
sure we'll be out there on the 17th of October. Maybe we'll
Yes,
see
sir.
you before that. Donovan Dixon, quarterback, Cactus Shadows. Appreciate the time, buddy.
I appreciate you.
Take care. There
Yeah,
we
peace.
go.
Man.
How cool is that, Chili, right?
No, hey, that kid's an absolute gift. The things that he can do with his feet, the trouble that he causes for defensive coordinators. The kid is an absolute gift, and getting a chance to watch him grow up and do this stuff like has been absolutely amazing. And like I said, this is a kid that held a P4 offer from Utah as an athlete. I'm
Yeah.
sure that it was like running back, wide receiver, quarterback type combo thing that they were going to try to invest in him as. Um, I just
He can
think that
play
him opting.
he can play quarterback at the next level.
He can
Without
absolutely play
question.
quarterback
Without question.
without
Without
question, and
question.
I've seen them all. So I think that he's going to be just fine. I can't wait to see how Coach Wright uses him.
Yeah. All right, where are we going next? What we got
All
next,
right,
Chili?
say I didn't really plan this out this way. This just kind of happened,
You didn't
but
plan this out?
no, but we do got our guy, super talented flamethrower in the 2027 class, Desert Edge's own Blake Roscoff, standing 6'5". The
Oh
kid
my
is an
goodness.
absolute certified problem. My man can let that thing go and clear the field. So just like Dylan Rayola did for Nebraska to end that first half. So we got Blake Roscoff from Desert Edge checking in. Blake, undefeated. What's going on?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Man, see, I knew he had energy like written all over his face.
Yes,
If he could
sir.
play a game right now, I know he would. Blake, good to talk to you, buddy. Congrats on the 4-0 start. What's it like? What's the vibe out there at Desert Edge?
Oh, it's awesome. Just want to know every week, getting better every week.
What have you
And
seen from your team so far?
Um, we got some stuff we need to work on, but I see a lot of positive, a lot of good energy going throughout the season, so I'm excited.
You know what I see,
hey,
Chili? Speed. They're so fast.
they're
Gosh.
they're legit.
Yeah.
Desert Edge is super athletic. Blake knows that I'm going to get him on this early. Blake's my guy. I've been watching him since his freshman year when he was at another school playing freshman ball, being a dog. Blake, the offense. What's going on with the offense over there? It looks like it's a little stale. And I know you got another new offensive coordinator over there. You've been there for about like a year and a half or something like that, and you have your third offensive coordinator. What's going on with Coach Goodlow? When's this thing going to get
Oh,
going and you guys are
coach.
going to start scoring in the 50s?
Oh, we're getting better every week. It's gonna come along soon.
Okay,
Man,
you
Chili, come
promise?
on, man. What you poking the bear for, man? They doing well. They just ALA Gilbert North's a tough team. You beat them 29-7. What do you want to score 72? Blake, scoring
I,
72 points is hard, right?
No, it'll get up there. We just
Okay,
got
all
to
right.
click. We'll be all right.
Okay.
okay.
Chili wants to call Blake. That's what he really wants to ask him. Can he call some plays? It's been his lifelong dream to call some offense. Can he call some plays in a game?
We'll let him call a few for sure.
No, you won't. No, you're not. You're not gonna do
Hey,
that. You're gonna let him do that in the spring game. Don't you let him do that in the real
Okay,
game.
yeah.
All right. There we go. There we
hey,
go.
we should do that for the spring game, the black and burnt orange game.
Oh,
Me and
okay.
Cam should go out there and
Yeah.
coach each of the
I,
teams.
I'm sure the kids would love that. Yeah. We'll let him practice, Chili. All right.
Hey,
Blake, what tell me about the culture real quick out there at Desert Edge. What makes you guys different? Because it seems like no matter what, like you guys are always tough out there on the west side, regardless.
I'd say it's a real brotherhood out there, a family atmosphere. Everybody's playing for each other, not selfish, just everybody want everybody to succeed.
Hey Blake, like I already said, you've had a few offensive coordinators. You've been at two schools and you've had like four offensive coordinators that you've had to deal with. Not in a bad way. It's just a thing that happens. You've already kind of lived that college life. What's it been like going through all these guys and hearing all these different voices?
I'd say it's just gaining knowledge from each guy and just stacking it up and being a student of the game and really just progressing every year. I
I
Blake,
think
love
it's
that.
good for me.
what's your favorite thing about playing out there at Desert Edge?
I'd say throwing the ball around to those athletes just so fast and get open.
Just
Hey,
chunking it.
you,
Somebody's
hey, you,
open. Somebody's
Yep.
open. Just
Yes, sir.
for sure. But in practice, when it's good on good, man, you get the opportunity to go against like Amiel and Davis and some of these like super high level kids. I know you got super talented receivers rocking with you. What's that like when it's good on good? What's the environment like? The competition?
It's a great competition every practice, but I'd say the defense gets us most of the time. I won't lie, but
Ooh,
They're
but
tough,
yeah, it's
no,
a
Julie.
great
That's
competition
a
out
good
there.
defense, man.
no, for sure, for
Hey,
sure.
That's
Blake.
Coach
definitely the best
MacArthur.
defense in the state.
Yeah. Blake, real quick, take me back to week 1. You had that game winner to Aiden. What did that mean there at the end?
It
What
meant
did
a
you see?
lot just to see Aiden succeed after all he's gone through, and just it meant a lot for us as a team. Kind of showed us what we can really be.
Did you know he was open? Did you know he was going to get the ball?
Oh,
Like
I
you
knew he was
just
gonna
know?
get it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
You just give him
yeah,
a look. He knows. I already see it. I already see where it's going to go. Right?
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Blake, this is arguably one of the most talented quarterback classes from the state of Arizona in a long time. You, Kale Snyder, Will Menzel. You guys have like a private fraternity, like a group chat where you guys are talking to each other, like, oh man, I just loaded up and dumped 7 touchdowns on these guys. Oh man, you
I
know what?
would.
We're still rocking at 4-0. Like,
Yeah.
do you have that healthy like group chat with those guys? Is there a healthy fraternity?
As of right now, no, but that is a good idea.
I mean, just after a
Yeah,
game,
no,
be like, hey, listen, I threw 7 touchdowns. You're like, oh wait, well, I actually won the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying,
Yeah,
like, maybe you could do some stuff like that. A friendly rivalry never hurt nobody.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Blake's about to start it up.
Yeah,
Blake's
I know,
about to
I
reach
know.
out to all of them and make that thing go. Blake, uh, the level of competition at Desert Edge, everybody knows. Like you guys have so many Division 1 athletes. Are you a little disappointed that the 5A opted out of the Open? Because everybody thinks you guys are going to go undefeated through the regular season. Was that a chance that you kind of wanted?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. Just like to be the best, you got to beat the best, and if we're not given that opportunity, how do we prove it? But
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
with what we're given, we're going to go win 5A, and that's our goal. So just
What
keep
would it
working towards it.
what would it mean to win another one out there, Blake?
Oh, I mean a lot. That's the goal.
Yeah. Hey, real
Hey,
quick,
I
before we get you out of here, I'm looking at your Twitter, man. How many schools are on here, man? It's a lot,
all of
Uh,
them.
20.
lot of schools. What's that like to get all them schools calling and
Oh, it's a
hey,
blessing.
okay, there we go.
I like that. Hey, before we actually let you go, one thing I do got to know what's up with the big bass pro fishing hats that everybody wears during sevens, all you quarterbacks. What's the deal with that? How did is that just a trend that you were like, oh man, I'm gonna do this because I see everybody else doing it, or like how did this whole thing start?
No, I always grew up wearing hats. My dad always wore
Okay,
hats, so just that's just what I
okay,
did growing up.
okay,
So
Hey,
okay. That's
I
what I
was
like to
going I
hear.
was I was gonna put on a hat. Y'all just leave me out of the conversation here. I thought I had one here. Oh, it's back there. It's back there. I have hats. I could be a part of the club. Don't leave me out of it, all right?
You
Blake,
got a good hairline. You got a good hairline,
there
Cam.
we
You're good.
go. Blake, get you out on this. What do you see from Mountain Point this week?
um they're a good team. They're pretty athletic, so it'll be exciting to see. They got a good D line, and I'm excited to see what they bring.
Ooh, I
There
like to
we
hear
go.
that.
Yes,
There we
sir.
go. Blake, appreciate
All
the
right,
time, buddy. Best of luck the rest of
Blake
the way.
bombs. Blake
Yeah.
bombs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. Put that on a t-shirt or a hat.
I
Yes,
think I
sir.
put that on Twitter a long time ago,
Did you
Blake. You
really?
know. Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Let me
Blake
write that
knows.
down. I'm gonna use that on Friday Night Fever. Blake
Blake
Bombs.
bombs.
There we go.
Hashtag Blake
Hashtag.
bombs.
There we go. Blake, appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
Take care, buddy.
Have a good night.
You too. Do you too. Man, Desert Edge Chili is doing some great things, man. I mean, they've been special out there for a long time. It's pretty cool to see.
For sure. Hey, and they got a lot of great kids out there. They got a lot of great kids. Blake being one of them. I think that the kid is absolutely special. I watched him his freshman year. He was playing freshman ball over there at Liberty. And you just knew that there was something so special about this kid on the field. And then getting a chance to get to know him in the off season through sevens and things like that. Like he's a natural leader. And I think he fits in perfectly with what they got going on over there. So much talent over there. That really is minus the championships for now. That really is starting to look like it's developing into like a Saguaro situation
Sure.
that Coach Mons built over at Saguaro, and that the Carters kind of started building over at Desert Edge, and now Coach MacArthur gets to take this thing over,
And he's
and
done a great job. Coach MacArthur's done a
phenomenal,
fantastic job. Yeah.
amazing job by
Holding the
Coach MacArthur.
line, holding the culture. Like you didn't have to start a new culture. You just had to continue with what was already built. And that's hard to do. A lot of
What
coaches come in and try to put their own stamp on it, and he's done that in his own way. But one of the hardest things to do is to continue success, and that's what's happened, and that's been pretty cool to
co-
see.
Coach MacArthur doesn't get enough credit for some of the grunt work, dirty work that like he did to get to this position. He was a position coach over there at Desert Edge under the Carters, and then when the Carters left, he was kind of asked to step in and take over. This isn't something that he asked for. This isn't something that like he said, "Oh, I want to be the next head coach at Desert Edge." I never heard that from him. So like the way the whole situation unfolded, like, just shout out to him for opting to stay in the role to make sure that the kids had the consistency at the top. Coach Ortiz out there doing a great job, and they got a bunch of great coaches over there that are absolutely awesome. And their track coach is phenomenal with the way he helps those kids. So those kids are so fast and so developed athletically by the time that they get to like their junior senior years. So it's been a lot of fun watching Desert Edge grow as a program.
And this is what happens when we're on Zoom. We go over time. We just talk too
No, nothing
much.
wrong with that. I
Chili,
love that. That's my favorite part.
yeah, I talk too much, as Chili likes to say. Well, Chili, what you looking forward to this week? Where you going Friday? Do we know?
I don't. Originally, like I had planned on going to Desert Edge Mountain Point, but I think Mountain Point has some issues with their offense right now that they got to work out, and I don't know that I want to go. I'm worried about the blowout factor right now, and I don't know if I want to go check that game out right now.
Way to do the bulletin board material. There we
Uh,
go. Mountain Point's
hey,
gonna hang that in the locker.
they should. They should. They're going to need it. It's no secret. I picked Desert Edge to go undefeated. Me
Yeah.
and Gridiron
I,
both
I,
picked
I mean,
Desert
I
Edge
think
to
a
go
lot of people.
undefeated.
I think a lot of people did. They're that talented. They're that
Yeah,
talented.
and if you were unfortunately on their schedule on their 10 game menu, you were unfortunately victim to it. So
Yeah.
I told people there's Liberty, there's Desert Edge, and there's Basha. If you're on their 10 game menu, the best you could do is 9-1.
Yeah.
And if you got both of those teams, then oh, God bless you guys, because
We got
that makes it tough.
we got some other tough matchups too as well. Queen Creek at Basha. See if Tate Reynolds is back and healthy. We'll have to wait and see there.
I, d- I don't think Tate will be back,
Yeah.
but that kid Sawyer Hales, the
He
young
can play.
sophomore
Yeah.
quarterback, he can spin it. And that
He-
kid, I got to watch him on the freshman level too. The things that he can do with the football, he is super impressive. Queen
Yeah.
Creek's in very, very good hands. Coach Sherman's got a good one coming up after Tate.
Yeah, he had a tough week last week against Centennial Chile, but that's everything. A young quarterback trying to grow and all that. I agree with you. His first game, I thought he played really, really well. Got to learn and develop at the varsity level. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's a tough game. Red Mountain and Brophy. I'm sure Brophy's gonna be fired up to avenge what happened last week. Red Mountain. I've said this about Coach Enders for years. Like
He's
that
one of the
program,
best.
one of the best, and they're always one of the toughest outs in the state. I don't care who's on their team. I don't care how much talent they got. Well, it don't matter whether you know the names, don't know the names. Anytime you see Red Mountain on the schedule, it's going to be a tough game.
Coach Enders is an amazing X's and O's guy.
Yeah, he'll
But
game plan for you.
more important than that, he's a great Jimmy's and Joe's guy. Like he knows those kids, he knows that area so well, and so he knows how to relate to them. What else is on the docket?
You got Centennial at Hamilton.
Oh,
Centennial coming off a big win over Queen Creek. Hamilton's just blowing by people. If you want to go vote in our Friday Night Fever Game of the Week poll, you got Liberty 3-1 at Pinnacle 4-0. Liberty, by the way, has not lost to a team from Arizona since 2022 when they lost
Pinnacle's a great story
in the title game. Pinnacle is Chile, like Coach Z. He always gets the Pirates
amazing.
ready to go and always figures out a way to develop really good talent. Another game, 4-0 Snowflake making the trip down to the Valley at 4-0 Marcos Deniza.
Oh,
Coach Figueroa, man, he's got the Padres playing well to start the year. Lobo's got a new head coach too as well. Snowflake's always a tough out. That should be a good game. We did put a small school up in there, Trivium Prep. Their AD out there, Coach Wallstrom, used to be at Verado, used to be at Valley Vista too as well. Believe he was at Australia Foothills too as well. I apologize, Coach, if I got that wrong. That's how long I've known you, buddy. But Trivium Prep is off to a good start. They're 4-1. Phoenix Christian 5-0 too as well, averaging 40 points per game. So those are the three games you can vote for. and we'll see which
Oh,
one
that's
we're on.
big time. What game are you going to head out to on Friday?
I don't know.
I'll head out
yet.
to something different. I'll
I
head out
don't
to
know.
something
I
different.
don't know yet. We'll have to talk Thursday.
Yeah, we'll split this up so that way we're not all at the same game. I mean,
There we
which is
go.
always cool, but
I like
that way
seeing
we
you.
spread the
Yeah,
coverage.
we'll go.
Yeah,
We'll
no,
go
for
some different
sure.
places.
It's
You gonna
always
go to
good to see your
ASU
brother.
Friday night or no?
I am going to stop by. I'm going to stop by just in case there's some local kids
Okay.
on their recruiting visit or whatever on their unofficials game day visit. So I will stop by over there just to see what it's like. But after that, I'm gonna head out to a local game. Maybe that Centennial Hamilton game. That sounds appetizing. I'm curious to see if Hamilton can stay on the gas and Jackson Roy can knock out another 70 spot because what they've been doing is absolutely unprecedented. Crazy. I don't think anybody under God's hot sun here in the state of Arizona had Hamilton rolling like this. I know a lot of people are saying that
not with all the young guys.
I know a lot of people are saying that they're in the three-team conversation with Liberty and Basha. I'm not sure if I'm putting them in
without question.
I don't know.
Without question.
I gotta see them do it versus Liberty or Basha.
Listen, we're 4 weeks in, but you asked me if they're in the conversation. They're in the conversation.
I got to see them have that conversation with Liberty or Basha.
All right, we got about a minute left here. Give me some thoughts on ASU. They survived at Baylor. TCU's going to be tough. Their schedule coming up is a gauntlet. Like, we're going to find out who the Devils are the rest of the way here.
Hey, the Devils you know better than the Devils you don't. But I'll tell you right now, Dillingham is an absolute monster of a coach. One of the best, I think one of the best that a lot of us have seen in our time. One of the cleverest offensive minds that we've seen in our time, and the way that he's able to handle practices and freshen things up and bring a new approach. I think that it should change the way the media covers this ASU team under his regime. His coaching staff, absolutely amazing. And if I don't do this, now I'm not doing my job. I got to show love to Coach Mons, possibly one of the best recruiting coaches out there in the country, especially as a tight end coach. Coach Iguano, probably the best running back coach in the country. The things that he's done with that backfield. Coach Regal, probably one of the best special teams coaches that I've ever seen, ever. And then my guy, Coach Amy, I got to show him some love. The things that he did that first year that he had the defensive line job all to himself was absolutely amazing. It was a bad season, but his unit was doing the most. And
he still oversees a lot of things. Like Coach Amy's he's over above. And so it's his job to make sure a lot of things are on point, which I think he enjoys too as well.
He does. And I'm grateful to Doug Tamaro for always hooking me up and taking care of his guys. So
we're always grateful for Dougie T, right? ASU Friday night, 6:00, Mountain America Stadium. Number 24 TCU at Utah, home against Texas Tech, home against Houston, at number 14 Iowa State. We're going to learn a lot about the Devils moving forward. Chili, out the door. Quick thoughts. Go.
Hey, tomorrow night, make sure that you tune in. Chili's 2P. It's going to be me and Gridiron breaking down 2 games, talking about one fantastic player. Other than that, at Just Chili, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Y'all know the deal.
There we go. Thank you so much for watching Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. See you next week. Good night. God bless.
Catch the fever upside your head. Catch the fever.